Hello friends, I'm Paige and I cut my finger last night chopping up limes. It hurts really bad, so no, pity me. Okay, I'm just gonna jump right in. I thought it would be a good idea to start with the subject of family because there's that trope that, you know, all your problems are derived from your family, which is like probably not true, but it stands a little bit to reason because that's where it all gets started, and that's really kind of where you learn how to deal with your feelings and how you feel about yourself and other people and emotions and affection and all that good stuff, right? So when I was growing up, I watched a lot of TV, surprise, surprise. As any child of the 90s, I grew up on like Nickelodeon, Nick at Night. I loved Nick at Night, and I saw families like the Brady Bunch, I Love Lucy, what else did I watch? The Partridge Family, Full House, where, you know, there were these certain types of family, and I always thought that's what family was supposed to be, but that wasn't really my experience. And I want to preface this by saying I did not have a shitty childhood by any means. I was always very well taken care of. I was never neglected or abused, nothing like that. My family is kind of spread out around the country. So I wasn't like super, super close with my extended family, and then my father was in and out of my life until I was about 7 and then completely out. I never had a relationship with him. But I did have some strong male role models in my life, other people's dads, and a couple of good uncles. So I don't think that really affected me negatively. Maybe on the relationships front, who knows? But I don't feel like I have daddy issues. Who knows? I guess that remains to be seen. But mostly it was just my mom and I, and she was not the kind of mom that you would see on TV. She worked a lot, obviously, in very long hours, but when she wasn't working, we still didn't spend very much time together. Even eating dinner, we ate in separate rooms, each watching TV, which is probably why I'm so obsessed with TV now to this day. But I knew that I was loved. I was hugged, I was kissed. You know, I didn't get sick very often, but when I was sick, I was taken care of. I was told I love you every single day. It wasn't a matter of not feeling like I was loved. I always knew that I was loved. I didn't always know or feel like I was wanted or like I was liked. It seemed like my mom would rather give me stuff, things that I wanted, so that I would go away and get out of her hair, rather than wanting to spend time with me. And I really wanted to spend time with my mom. We are close now. We've worked through some of our issues. We are still working through some of them. I can still tell on the phone when she's like over it and she's done. But yeah, not the Carol Brady of moms, but that's not to say that she wasn't a good mom. She's always been very supportive of me, emotionally, psychologically, financially. You know, I have a good mom, but I think a lot of my issues derive from the fact that I really didn't feel like I was wanted around by my mother, by my immediate family, right, which was my mom. Now, that said, I was taken care of by a grandma and a great aunt, and then I did have like 1 or 2 like outside babysitters growing up, but mostly I spent time with my friends and their families. And my family experience turned into more of a chosen family experience. In the LGBT community, there's a lot of talk about chosen family, which basically means that, you know, if your blood family doesn't accept you or treat you the way that you deserve to be treated, then you get to go out and choose who your family is. And while I think that's great for the LGBT community, which I do consider myself to be a part of, I I think that it rings true for everyone. If your family isn't giving you what you need, if your blood family isn't giving you what you need, then you have every right to create your own family in your heart and get what you need from them, right? Like, why shouldn't you be able to? So it started very young, first in Montessori school, which is like kind of a preschool. I had two best friends, Lala and Brittany, and they and their families became my family. And we were always at each other's houses, and it was great. It was like having built-in siblings. I got the best of both worlds. And then later on, you know, friends in elementary school and middle school. For the record, I am still friends with Lala and Brittany, and I still love them just as dearly. And then later in high school, I had a more extended chosen family. I had a little group of girls that we were called the Bubble, or we call ourselves the Bubble, I guess. Shout out to the Bubble. And that was my family, and they were my family, and their families became my family. And then later, a few more people got added on. To name some names, Edson, Garrett, Alex, Sarah, who was part of the Bubble. They were my family and still are. Even though we're not geographically close anymore, I do feel like they have helped me become who I am. If it wasn't for them, I would not have been able to make some of the, what I've been told are brave choices that I have. And I like to think of them as all the best parts of who I am and what I like about myself. And then since moving to LA, it's been a little bit harder because every time I think I've found a chosen family or I think I'm creating something new for myself, my own insecurities or possibly even desperation to have that connection gets in the way. And so that's part of what I'm working on, I guess. So that's the root of the issue, right? Family. Now there is differences between your chosen family and friends, and I'm going to talk more about friends and friendship next week. Spoiler alert. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of describe what family means to me. Your family is, yes, it can be who you're blood related to, and I do choose certain people that I'm blood related to to be in my family. And there are some people that I don't, and if you don't know who you are, I don't know how to help you. But there's a difference. The people that are your family are who is first in your heart and who you know has your back no matter what. Your ride or die, your unconditional love, the people who make up the best parts of you. That's family. And then friends can be kind of a different subcontract of that. But again, we'll talk more about that next week. That's it. I wanted to kind of keep it short and sweet and just chat about what family means to me and how much I love my family, but how that can't be all that I base my self-love on anymore. So maybe this is me kind of not letting go of that, but just setting it a little to the left. This is my right. A little to the right for now. So yeah, what do you guys think about chosen families? What does family mean to you? Leave a comment below for me so I can read about it. See, I'm a YouTuber now. I'm so good at this. Leave me a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. How am I doing? Pretty good, right? Yeah, do subscribe though if you want to stay tuned and see what I'm going to talk about next week and in the weeks to come. And let me know what you think and how you guys are feeling and what your extended families are like and all that good stuff. That's all I have. I'm babbling at this point, so I'm gonna just go ahead and go. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you next week. Bye.